What up, Chatteroonies? Hey, Alexa, go to YouTube.
Here is YouTube.
I need some inspiration, y'all. Let's see. Alan Watts. On Valentine's Day. Hey, for anybody who's not following me on YouTube or on TikTok, follow me on YouTube, TikTok, y'all.
Look on your screen. Look on the compass. See the little arrow or whatever it is? The question mark? Oh yeah, I see it. You go to those. Okay. Look, over here's a bunker. This is the perfect one to start. Oh, Superman, sweet. This is what we're looking for. Look. No touch. Look. These blue things. Always pick them up. If you're going to only pick one thing up, always pick those. The rest of those, pick everything else you pick.
Just looking for some inspiration, y'all. That's it.
Always go to those two. See those blue, see those lights? Yeah. Always go to
There
those
comes
two.
a moment when love stops feeling magical and starts feeling heavy, and you wonder if something is wrong with you, or if you're simply seeing too clearly. You know this feeling, don't you? It's not that the person has changed. It's not that something terrible happened. It's subtler than that. You wake up one day and realize that intimacy, which once felt like honeymoon, now feels like work.
Hey, what up, chat? What up, YouTubers? I missed you. I'm sorry.
Something underneath has shifted.
Just setting up. I'm just setting up. Welcome to the live. Just setting up.
Too analytical. Have I thought myself out of life?
I'm just over here looking for inspiration. Gonna be writing my second volume. It's the second volume to my book, so just brainstorming. Hey, welcome to the live, y'all. Welcome to live. I appreciate y'all very much. I want to make sure that I say thank you to all of the supporters of my page. It's growing, y'all. My page is growing. It really is. If you guys take a peek at it, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Thank you very much. Thank y'all for all the people that are looking at my book. You know what I mean? I put the book up for free. I was selling it for subscription on TikTok for a while, but it's free on YouTube because YouTube is just my thing. You feel me? I believe that if I continue to just put down content for people to read, eventually people will just support my page because they like my page or they like who I am or they like my characters. So, do I trust myself? I trust a lot of myself, my attributes. I trust my attributes. What up, chat? What up, Roman? I do. Roman Shanklin, I do trust my attributes. I trust my attributes. And so I do, in a sense, trust myself. All the people, all 7 of you watching, thank you very much. I'm over here brainstorming, trying to sit here and put the volume 2 book together for you. I got volume 1. I shared it free. What up, Seabass? I shared it free. Thank you for liking my content, y'all. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. I did the big boy, the big guy. I did the big guy trend. I mean, I liked it. It came out all right. Let me see what we got here. Let's brainstorm, y'all. How's you guys doing on Valentine's Day? You feel me? Valentine's Day, that's a trip, right? What do y'all think about Valentine's Day? What do we know about Valentine's Day? I don't think I remember anything positive about Valentine's Day. Let's see what we got here. Let's start the chat. Let's learn something about Valentine's Day, y'all. What do y'all think? For all the people who didn't go out, for all the people who didn't have a date or who don't care to have a date, or for those people who have their person next to them and they're just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one that stayed home, and I'm happy about that. You feel me? I just felt that I needed to, today for me feels like I've accomplished so much already. You know what I mean? I want to call it a kickback day, you feel me? And for anybody who hasn't sat here and subscribed to my page, go on and do that for me. Whoever hasn't seen my free book, you know what I mean, that I put on my videos, it's 48 minutes long. Take a peek at it, y'all. Do me a do me a favor. If you guys sit here and watch the book, make sure you guys have some time, on your hands to hear it all. It's 48 minutes. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. But I just want you guys to get the whole book. You feel me? I want you guys to be able to receive that whole book. So when I do send out my volume 2, you guys will understand where that came from, volume 2. So I shared volume 1, you feel me? Now it's time to share volume 2. Hey, for all you showing up, thank you for showing up to the live. I appreciate you guys. If you guys subscribe to my page, thank you very much. For all the people that are liking my content, I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I'm very pumped up. Thank you for the thumbs up, y'all. I was going live yesterday on Instagram. I was going live on Instagram, and I got a message from one of my team members on TikTok. She asked me, how am I doing IG live? And I had to sit there and think about it. I don't know. I don't know how I got Instagram live. I don't know if I never not had it. You feel me? Just like I never not had live on TikTok. The only place I did not have live was on my YouTube channel, and because I've been live on Facebook, I've been live on TikTok, and I've been live on Instagram. I didn't think I needed to S Goat. What up, S Goat? Welcome to the live, y'all. Thumbs up, baby. Thumbs up. El Papa TikTok sharing some love. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Happy Valentine's Day to y'all. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Valentine's Day. I want to make sure that that we talk a little bit on Valentine's Day today. For all the people that stayed home. I mean, Valentine's Day. I mean, what? Honestly, it's kind of funny that I've never really, I never really knew what I was supposed to do on a date. You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever showed me what a date was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's the crazy thing, is that why didn't I know what a date was? You know what I mean? And if I did know what a date is, like, how did I learn it? How did I know it? How did I come to understand what a date was? Movies, y'all. Movies. I learned from the movies, you feel me? That's crazy. And the more that I think about it, that's actually where I learned a lot of my social skills, my social behavior. You feel me? My social behavior came from all the shows and the movies that were showing up on the only channel that I had. Most of my initial English came from Sesame Street, you know what I mean? Or Channel 6 and Tucson, Channel 8, APB, or whatever the children's network was back in the day. That's how I learned the first stages of English, you know what I'm saying? Which was all the pronunciations and all the vocal cues, you know what I mean? And how to break down a word and stuff. I learned it from Sesame Street. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, you know what I mean? All these social skills that I learned in the United States came from TV because I am an immigrant. I came across the desert from Mexico with my parents. And so I was 4 years old, and I was in Tucson, Arizona, and I didn't know any other language but Spanish. I didn't know any other life but Mexico. And it was a completely different feel because I had to sit here and hide. You know what I mean? We had to hide from people. We had to hide where we came from, hide who we were. And that was the reality of my situation, is that I had to sit here and, learn to be, an American from being, from watching TV. And the crazy thought that comes to mind is how well I hit it. You know what I mean? Like at one time or another when I was a little kid, I did not think, or I didn't believe that people saw me as an immigrant. You know what I mean? I was speaking the full language, English. I had bought the clothes that was wherever we got it from, probably from Salvation Army, but here in America. And I was walking around the streets mingling with people for quite some time. And at one point, I didn't think they saw it. I didn't feel that they saw that I was an immigrant, that I was from Mexico, you feel me? But I was reminded. Anyway, I always felt this, I always felt that the time that I had to learn all of these social skills was robbed from me. You feel me? I didn't learn anything from my parents. I didn't learn anything from my dad when it comes to, dating and treating women and pursuing a person that I wanted to be with. I didn't learn how to talk to anybody, you know what I mean, that I liked. I didn't have the, that advocate, to show me and to guide me through, through my adolescence, that growth, from being a child into an adolescent and everything in between. The birds and the bees, you feel me? I'm gonna put this down. Birds and the bees. And the bees. Birds and the bees. Birds and the bees. I still don't know what a date is. Like, I still don't know what a date is. Like, I really don't. Like, if I show up to a person's house, I don't want to distinguish genders, or I don't want to separate genders. I just want to talk about myself. You feel me? I just want to have a conversation of myself. If I walked up to the girl that I was dating or that I was trying to date, to ask her on a date, you know what I mean? What's the process to that? You feel me? Flowers? You know what I'm saying? Flowers? You know what I mean? A card? No. Flowers. Bring up flowers. If I'm over here, would I even just walk up to a person and say, flowers, hey, do you want to go on a date with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there is something that I do not see myself doing. That seems fake to me. Fake. You feel me? I think that for the most part, I'd have to be, approached. You know what I mean? For myself. You know what I mean? If I don't have anybody approach me or somebody tell me, hey, that person is interested in you, I probably would never say anything if I was interested in you. You feel me? That's just not what I've done. That's not usually what I do. That's probably nothing that'll ever happen for me. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit there and approach a person and let them know that I feel that they're attractive and that I would love to see, if we can be on a date, if we can get together. Rejection for me is a big subject. So I'm gonna put it down right here. Rejection. Rejection. How many of you understand what rejection is? How many of you have something to say about rejection? Like for me, rejection for me is an instant failure, like an instant bottomed out situation, like a failure. Rejection, that's what it feels like to me. It almost sets me in my tracks where I'm just sitting here thinking like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to behave after rejection. I don't know how to behave even for an extended period of time, a long period of time after rejection. You know, to me, it's one of the biggest failures for me, is rejection. You feel me? And rejection comes from me, with an advance. You feel me? To be rejected before I even do anything is not the same as me going out and placing myself and offering myself and getting rejected. You feel me? At one point or another, I had faith in myself. I felt that I had enough or I had what it takes, to be on your level where you could sit there and accept me. But rejection, Rejection is a whole different story from somebody saying no, like rejection. Like for a person to look at you and say, listen, dude, I don't know where had that idea that I would be with you or date you. I never showed you that I liked you. Like, where did that idea come from? I'm sorry. Like, I just want to be friends. Like, I have a boyfriend even. Like, that's even worse to walk up and try to date somebody and they're like, hey, dude, I'm with somebody. I've been with somebody. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden it gets awkward because they may feel like they gave you the wrong idea. So now they're sitting there and cutting you off, basically. Rejection is my nemesis. It's my kryptonite, y'all. It is. Dude, I don't even have to be rejected. You know what I'm saying? It already controls me. Rejection has a big part in control of me. You feel me? Like rejection. It's my kryptonite. If I feel that I'm gonna be rejected, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go and get myself hurt, embarrassed. I'm not gonna put myself out there and take a chance on my stability mentally. You know what I'm saying? And get rejected. You know what I mean? So a lot of times rejection or the idea of being rejected completely separates me from certain aspects of life, especially when it comes to dating, especially when it comes to going on a date, especially when it comes to me being with another female. Like rejection for me is such a very powerful, very, you know what I mean? It's a big deal for me. It really is. It's always been. Even in my later stages in life, rejection, there's a way to handle rejection. You know what I mean? The first thing about handling rejection better is to understand what rejection is. You feel me? So on Valentine's Day, that's what I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about rejection. The things that rejection has been to me, what I felt during rejection, what rejection has caused me to, Well, rejection, my own personal rejection, the feelings of my own that come from rejection. You know what I mean? I've made decisions off of that. So in that sense, the way that rejection pushed me into aspects of my life. So the first thing that I need to do is, let's define rejection, in multiple ways. You feel me? And this is where AI is wonderful because you're not just typing in code into a computer and then they're just reading it off like a calculator. 2 plus 2 is 4. What is rejection? To be rejected. You feel me? Whatever. So let's look up the term rejection and in different aspects. You feel me? I want to sit here and go into my AI so we can have a decent conversation. You feel me? Let me see here. think deeper, smart. Oh, GPT-5, study and learn, deep research. All right, cool. I think smart's good enough for me. Define. Hey, do you wanna hear the conversation, or do you want me to just have the conversation? Rejection. Such as Valentine being rejection in different aspects. You know what I mean? Valentine's for sure. You know what I mean? Like, let me see, and emotional. Is there? I mean, physical rejection. Is there a physical type of rejection? Physical. Let's put it down there. Physical rejection. Physical rejection. Emotional rejection. Like different types of rejection. Types. It's a conversation. This is my show, you know what I mean? It's my grandiose delusions. Welcome in, YouTuber. My grandiose delusions, and it's just topics of conversation. You feel me? And today on Valentine's Day, I'm gonna be speaking on rejection. You feel me? And I'm gonna share this on my on my TikTok later. My grandiose. I love that. I love that title. There's a story behind that. There's a story behind all of that. You feel me? My grandiose delusions was an accusation. It was an attack. So I grabbed it and used it. You know what I mean? And and that was being toxic. You feel me? Like, I was being toxic just grabbing that and using it. I was like, you wanna call me this? Well, I'll just use it and make a book out of it. You feel me? And that was, for me, that was being clever, but it was being toxic and shit. But you know what? It worked out though. You know what I mean? You do have to stand up for yourself. You do have to make light of certain things. You feel me? Like, you need to really just take it easy on certain things, and especially on things that are said. Like, conversation hurts, just like rejection. That's a good one. Conversation or rejection. Let me see. Rejections within conversation. Within conversation. Bet. You know what I mean? So rejection within conversation. You know what I mean? Like, I could take that a lot better within a conversation. If we're talking it through, I mean, I think maybe that's the key for me to rejection, is to talk it through. Let me see. Rejection, the many faces of no. Basically, rejection is a no, right? Rejection is a no. So let's put it as a definition right here. Rejection. Let's put on the top. That's the topic. Rejection. And I'm just gonna put in parentheses, no. Right? Rejection is a no. I'm thinking. Rejection isn't one thing. It's a whole spectrum of experiences. Emotional, physical, social, romantic. And each one hits different when you're talking about it on your show. Feel me? So Valentine's Day. Let's try to focus, rejection, through Valentine's Day. I'm on live, baby. And you don't got a shirt on. I'm on live. Go over there. You're trying to get me banned over here. I just got my live back. Rejection, the many faces of no. Rejection isn't one thing. It's a whole spectrum of experiences, emotional, physical, social, and romantic. And each one hits differently. When you're talking about it on your show, you can break down like this. Cool. I like this right here. Emotional rejection. Emotional rejection. Being dismissed, y'all. Being dismissed. You're dismissed. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Yeah, definitely been dismissed. Definitely been dismissed. That's a harsh word, y'all. You're dismissed. That's crazy because to be dismissed. I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm gonna go into my TikTok show now. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys taking a peek at this, but I'm gonna bounce around and shit. You feel me? TikTok is my primary agenda. It's been YouTube and Instagram have always been the beginning. But TikTok, I'm signed. You feel me? I'm signed on TikTok. I got a following on TikTok. I got a personal show on TikTok, and I want to be bouncing back and forth. But for the meantime, being dismissed, y'all. Yeah, that's a real one. You feel me? Y'all keep pushing, baby.